be a two-time state champion takes a lot. But there's a very select few guys in the entire state that can say they were a state champion at the Dungeon in Frankfort and the Horse Park in Lexington. Our guest here today is one of those select few. Sir, if you would, tell us who you are.
My name is Garth Yenter. Wrestled at Campbell County 2008, 2012. Was state champ in 2011 and 2012.
And of course, this is your 2012 review video. The 2011 video is on the channel. So you're coming back as a returning state champion, 120 pounds, you're a senior. And as the dogs, they're happy that we're doing this video as well. As you guys probably can hear them barking. Social media, Facebook, all that, Twitter, Instagram was a thing when you were in school. Unlike back in the 90s or 80s where you could kind of fly under the radar. Like you may have won it, whatever year, whatever weight in the 80s, even up through the 90s. When you walked into a gym as a senior, did people know who you were? Like, oh my gosh, man, Garth Yenter's in the house today. Did you get that vibe, like the champs in the house?
I would say so, definitely after winning the first one, especially, either in Kentucky or in Ohio when we wrestled. We did a lot of wrestling in Ohio when I was in high school. But yeah, I would say, and especially just like the confidence, I guess, you walk around with, per se, when you, after you win a state title, you just kind of...
And you actually led me right into my next question. A lot of guys, I love to ask this question, that are returning state champions, because they'll say usually one of two responses is like somebody knew they were a state champion and they like folded in like 10 seconds. They'd go out and be like, best move they had was a handshake. Or they'll come out and they hadn't beat anybody all year, but they'll give the state champion that they're wrestling 130% just to be able to say, I beat the state champion. No big deal. You know what I'm saying? He's nothing. And did guys give you that effort like it was either fold or, beast mode?
Yeah, I would say for the most part, people really gave me 100%.
I got you.
Especially my senior year. Yeah, I'd say you could also kind of tell, too, in those matches, people may start off 100%, but then when you feel that in the middle of the match, that maybe now they're not at 100% anymore, and then you kind of know that you got them.
Yeah, I can see that. A lot of guys have said the same thing. They'll kind of push them a little bit, kind of get a few takedowns, cut them loose like they're practicing takedowns. You can tell that they're like, okay, I'm done. They don't want to fight or get off their back or whatever.
Right.
But let's go over your bracket real quick. First round, Jalen Longstreet. That sounds like a professional wrestling name. Jalen Longstreet from Bryan Station. You win that by a pin in 1 minute and 51 seconds. You go to the second round, Wade Beeler from Meade County. You win that by a tech fall, 17-1. Get to the quarters, Bradley, is it Potuka?
I'm not sure.
P-O-K-U-T-A. We don't want to mispronounce anybody's name. We're just not sure on the pronunciation. From North Hardin, you win that by a pin, 2 minutes, 43 seconds. You get to the semis, you're wrestling Keegan North from Rowell. You win that by a tech fall, 21-5. And Keegan goes on to get 6th place. So far, you've had 4 matches, 2 pins, 2 tech falls. You're not playing around. You're here to make a statement.
Yep.
Now, in your 2011 video, I made reference to this, and I said this is what we call a tease. In 2009, 103 pounds as a freshman, you got 6th place. In the second round of the 2009 state tournament, you wrestled Nick Payton from LaRue County. He beat you 5-2 decision. You get to the round, determine who goes for 3rd and 4th, 5th and 6th. Guess who you're wrestling? Nick Payton. He beat you with a 5-1 decision. But as a senior, last time wearing that Campbell County purple and gold, the last time representing the Camels, guess who you're wrestling? Nick Payton, LaRue County. Now, we're not going to tell you the score, but you can kind of read the tea leaves. As a freshman, knowing he beat you twice in the state tournament and knowing that's who you're wrestling, does it kind of sink in like I can get some revenge here? I can finally atone for, what I was as a freshman to what I am now.
To be honest, I didn't even really realize that he beat me twice my freshman year of the state tournament. But I know Nick's always been a tough wrestler. I wrestled him in middle school, I believe, as well. He's a real long, lanky guy, which gives me a lot of fits since I'm a short guy. Yeah, usually he just kind of ties me up. I get out on a shot. He uses long arms, wraps me up, stalemates. But yeah, I knew it was going to be a tough match. I knew it wasn't going to be high scoring like my other ones. I knew he was going to have some good defense.
Right.
Yeah.
And of course, this is the first year at the horse park. So it went from a 3-day state tournament to a 2-day state tournament, 8 mats. And we've heard a lot of people say the 3-day at the dungeon was misery. And it was the best venue ever, but it was kind of hard to run 32-man brackets on 4 mats.
Right.
I mean, that was a long tournament, especially in the finals, because you wrestled that semifinals Saturday morning and you went all the way, to Saturday night before you could, get finished. But we're here at the horse park on the Fayette Scott County lines. Man, you ready to go back?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Get out of the way here. So, shoot in there, get a single.
Yeah.
You're able to take him down. I believe you've got Mike Ford as the assistant.
Quick takedown there. Big focus, like I said in this match, is not getting tied up underneath.
Right. Yeah, I can tell he's
trying
tall.
To stay on my feet, trying not to, stay underneath of him.
All right, and you're gonna optional start him there.
Yep.
And I need to correct myself. That's Mike Ford as the head and Dave Barnett as the assistant. Yeah, I can tell, man. He's tall.
Yep. So again, I'm in underneath. He's trying to wrap me up here. Trying to get some exposure here, put him in a dangerous position. But this one's almost lost cause already because I went underneath. Like I said, it was kind of a thing we knew beforehand. If you're going to get underneath, that's when you're probably going to get into some trouble.
Nothing yet. Good call. Good call, Mike.
Yep, close on the edge.
Now, I think he took an injury time or blood time or something there.
I want to say there was a lot of blood time in this match, I believe.
It was when I got it. It was already cut, or cut out of it, I should say.
Yeah.
I think I hear the Campbell County faithful giving a chant there.
Yep. I think throughout this year, I really focused on wrestling on my feet. That's probably why I let him up there. Just trying to score more points, basically.
I get it.
Nice little go behind.
There it is, 2.
A little
right band.
Arm drag there to the go behind. And yeah, I think he was bleeding again.
Looks like Kentucky's most wanted back there with that referee line. If you have any information regarding the whereabouts of these individuals, please contact the local authorities. So you're running a bar there, trying to pull it out. And it's like you're talking to him there, like, come on, man, work with me.
He's kind of holding my underarm there underneath his armpit, and just kind of holding tight. But yeah, really focusing on my tight waist here and chops, trying to get them broken down flat, get my arm bar. That was my go-to.
And you defer. He's going to take down.
Yep.
Another optional start. Start blood time, yep.
Yeah, this is a long match, I believe.
Now, who's that with Coach Bandcamper in the corner?
That's Coach Boggs.
Okay.
Yeah, so he wrestled for Campbell County. That was a nice move there by him to get his hips in. Trying to fight around, scoot the edge.
And you know enough to get that leg hooked.
Yep.
Which is smart.
Now just trying to fight your hips back up. He's got my leg in a good spot here. Grabbing my own leg, trying to,
You keep looking at the referee for the call right there.
Yeah.
2, there it is, right out of bounds.
Finally got the other leg in there to get the 2.
So you want no part of him. I don't blame you.
Yeah, and I think part of that too is, again, with him being long and stuff like that. He kind of is able to tie you up when you're on the top position.
I'd say I bet he was a leg rider as well. I would say those legs like Spider-Man, like the tentacles or whatever those things are called.
Yeah.
We bleeding again?
I think so.
Yep. Another blood time.
Yep.
Daggone. He can donate as much as he's called the Kentucky Blood Center.
Again, just staying active on my feet, moving forward as much as I can.
Red stalling. Turn me loose. There's some chairs of Campbell County. You remember hearing the crowd?
I think honestly in this match I do remember hearing it a little bit more than my other one. I think maybe that was having the experience in the other state finals match.
This
before.
is the third time in the finals, man.
Right. So a little bit of comfortability with it at this point. And I also think the new venue made it a lot different as well. And
this was a whole lot bigger venue, whole lot more seating.
Yeah.
The fans are farther away from the mat.
Right. Getting in on a nice shot. He's wrapping up my legs here. He's got that far leg.
I'll say, I bet for that weight, I bet he was a cradle king.
Yep.
Watch his knee, Mr. Official. Watch the knee, Mr. Official. Mike's on top of it. All right, end of the period. You take neutral here?
Yep. Took neutral here. I think, again, this is mainly just might as well not take the risk of going underneath and risk the chance of getting turned.
What you've done so far, you've been able to do exactly what you needed to do. Score points when you've needed. Keep yourself out of danger.
That was a nice drag by him. I was able to step out of it there, but a nice drag.
We're out. Neutral. The dogs want to know why you didn't counter that sweep there.
Tried for a little dump there, no luck. Just kind of hanging on for a stalemate here, I believe.
And that's something too that we've with the videos. Your better wrestlers, they'll try something, they don't get it, and they know enough to keep yourself safe.
Yep. Yeah, you definitely got to know when you can go, when you can't go, and when
or if you
haven't go right, it's too much. All right.
You have like an old poopy moment, like, oh no, I'm in too far. What do I do? You're not screaming. You're not trying to panic. You're like, okay, I'm safe here. May not be where I want to be, but at least I know how to get out. Or I'm not gonna let him score on me or get a turn or get caught.
I'd say that's like the biggest difference between really successful wrestlers and people that maybe aren't so successful is knowing when you're out of position and being able to react to that and at least not give up points. You know. So getting in on a shot, nothing. Just keeps tying me up here. Working on the collar tie. In again, trying to come up through the middle. Again, he's super, super good on defense.
I was gonna say, man, he's tough right there.
Defense.
Rolling.
It's very hard to score on. Kind of got him here in a tough position.
And that's it.
That's the end.
So you're able to atone for your 2 losses in the same state tournament, make up for it with the state championship. And here's the medal ceremony. And I love having all the the footage that way.
Yep.
It's documented, man.
Right.
I think that was Keegan, I believe.
Yep. Keegan, I think Joey and Clay were also in this one too.
Is that Aaron handing the medal off? Yep. Northern Kentucky was represented.
Yep.
Raul, Simon Kenton, Walt Verona, you.
Right, yep, all in the top 6, yeah. It was tough regional, that's for sure.
There's Coach Van Camper giving you your hardware again. And he's told the story about how he only let you guys hold up one finger after you win a state championship. I was like, man, that's a good reward.
Yep.
And also in 2012, what a better way to win or go out as a senior individual state champion, and then your team state championship. You had you, Stephen Myers, Austin Myers, Mason Frank. I mean, you guys had an amazing team that year.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was awesome to be a part of. Stephen and Austin came in that year, transferred from another school.
Mm-hmm.
Sean was really.
Sean Fowler. I forgot
really,
about Sean being
really
on there.
up and coming at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Paul Hamilton was really good. Pretty much up and down, our whole team was pretty solid that year.
You guys had it going on.
Yeah, I think there was 4 Division I wrestlers, I think, on that team, 3 or 4. So I mean, it was definitely
4 Division I wrestlers on that 2012 team. Austin, of course, undefeated, 4-time state champion. You, a 2-timer. Sean, a 2-timer. I mean, just up and, like you said, up and down that roster, man. Best team in the state. Wasn't even close. You know, Union County had a lot of dudes on that team as well, but you guys were just, you know, had the horses I don't want to say the horses. You had the camels to win it. You know, we're in a horse racing state, so we want to make sure we get that reference in. But man, do you have anything to add? You know, you like to say to wrap this one up?
The only thing I really want to say is like Coach B, he's the best coach that I've ever had. Just a great guy, really good motivator. Just a all-around great person. Kind of use different kind of coach, I guess. You know, some coaches, I don't know, maybe they yell at you, maybe they, you know, are hard on you, whatever. Coach B knew all of his kids, and really, you know, whatever your tick was, he would use that to kind of get you motivated.
And
so
we're here today at the Campbell County Alumni Cookout, grill out, if you will. And we were talking to him earlier off camera, and as soon as everybody would come in, he would, you know, first name, kid's name, everything about, oh, how's so-and-so doing? Oh, I seen you on Facebook. And he's, you know, he's so connected with all of his wrestlers all throughout the years, and that's great to see. And, you know, a lot of respect for Mike and everything he's done for, I think Campbell County wrestling, I think the wrestling team is the most successful athletic program they have in the school, and that's a testament to what Van Camper's done. 4 team titles, 1990, 91, 04, and 12, and then 30 individual state champions. That's a heck of a dynasty that Van Camper built, and you account for 2 of those, man. 2 of those individuals, man. Thank you for doing your video. Glad to have you, and I think we're going to try to get Tanner at some point, whether it's in person or on Zoom. He couldn't be with us today. He had other obligations. So, but we'll get with him eventually. But man, that's all that I have. As the dogs are upstairs dancing the Macarena, it sounds like. But we'll see you guys on the mats.